Hi dear students, welcome to Social Science class. In today's class, we will be continuing the third lesson in Social Science that is rocks and minerals. In the previous class, we have understood about the different types of rocks. Based on the formation, the rocks are classified into three types such as igneous, sedimentary and metamorphic. In today's class, we will be studying about the minerals in detail. What are minerals? Minerals are naturally occurring substances. Each mineral has a definite chemical composition and is found in different rocks. So minerals are solid substances which are present in nature, and most of these minerals are made one or more chemical elements. So there are different types of minerals are present in nature, and most of these minerals are found in rocks. Some commonly found minerals are iron, aluminium, magnesium, gold, silver, coal and petroleum and copper. And in the previous class we have studied about different types of minerals which are present in different rocks such as quartz, feldspar, mica, calcite. So those are the example for minerals which is present in rocks. There are two types of minerals are there: metallic minerals and non-metallic minerals. First we will be studying about the metallic minerals. The minerals from which metals are obtained are called metallic minerals. So some of the minerals in the nature contains metals in it. Such kind of minerals are called metallic minerals. For example, copper, gold, iron. So these are the minerals which is present in rock. So what are metallic minerals? Some of the minerals contain metals in it. Such kind of minerals are called metallic minerals. Metallic minerals are used for making utensils, tools, electrical appliances, wires, construction materials, vehicles, furniture, decorative items and jewelry. So metallic minerals are used for different uses. Metallic minerals are generally used for making utensils, tools, electric appliances and jewelry and decorative and furnitures. Precious metals like gold, silver and platinum are used for making ornaments. So these metals like gold, silver and platinum are generally known as precious minerals. So these are the example for precious minerals such as gold, silver, platinum are the precious minerals that we use for making different types of ornaments. Now we will be studying about non-metallic minerals. What are non-metallic minerals? The minerals that do not contain any metals in it. Metals are called non-metallic minerals. So what are non-metallic minerals? The metals that do not contain any kind of metals are called non-metallic minerals. Some commonly used non-metallic minerals are coal, petroleum and phosphorus. So these are the example for non-metallic minerals. Now we will be studying about the formation of coal. Coal and petroleum are also considered as the valuable minerals which is present in nature. First we will be studying about the formation of coal. How these coals formed in earth. Millions of years ago, a large part of the earth was covered with thick swampy forests which got buried under the ground. So millions of years ago, our earth was covered with forest. Then the trees grew over them and slowly they too died and got buried. So millions of years ago, most of the earth was covered with thick swampy forests. What are swampy forests? Swampy forests are the forests which is located in a very wet and soft land. Such kind of forests are called swampy forest. And what happened to these forests? Many varieties of trees grew on these swampy forests, and later when the lifespan of these trees and plants finished, what happened? They started to decay or died and buried inside of the swampy forest itself. Then later, this process continued till for millions of years. The high pressure and the extreme temperature inside the earth changed them into coal. As I told you before, many varieties of plants and trees buried there in the swampy forest, and this was the continuous process. Later, due to the high pressure and extreme temperature, changed the remains of these trees into what? They changed into coal. So this is how the coal formed under the earth. Coals obtained from the underground mines which are located deep inside of the earth crust. Most of the deposition of the coal is found under the earth crust. In India, coal mines are located at Raniganj in West Bengal, Neyveli in Tamil Nadu, and Dhanbad in Jharkhand. These are the major coal mines in India. Raniganj in West Bengal, Neyveli in Tamil Nadu, and Dhanbad in Jharkhand. Coal largely used for thermal power plants. What are thermal power plants? An industrial place where electricity is produced is called thermal power plants. So coal largely used in thermal power plants, and it is also used as fuel to cook food and run steam engines. So these are the major uses of coal. Now we will be studying about the formation of petroleum, how the petroleum is formed on Earth. Petroleum is formed from the remains of aquatic animals that existed millions of years ago. So the petroleum is formed by the remains of the aquatic animals that existed millions of years ago. After the death, the remains of these aquatic animals settled down on the ocean floors and got covered with layers of sand and mud. So when this aquatic animals dies, what happens? The remains of this aquatic animal will be deposited in the bottom of the river bodies such as oceans and the rivers. Over a period of time, the extreme heat and the pressure inside of the earth converted these remains into crude oil or petroleum. So over a millions of years ago, due to the high pressure and the heat from the inside of the earth changes the remains of the aquatic animal into crude oil. Crude oil is the first form of petroleum, and with the help of refineries and the huge factories, we are converting this crude oil into different types of petroleum products such as petrol, diesel, and kerosene. So this is how the petroleum is formed on earth. In India, petroleum is found only in few places such as Digboi in Assam and Bombay High in Mumbai. So in India, we have very less deposition of petroleum. The places like Digboi in Assam and Bombay High in Mumbai are the places where we have petroleum deposition. Then petrol and diesel are mainly used as fuel for various vehicles. They are also used for dry cleaning clothes and making lubricant oils. What are lubricant oils? The oils which is placed in machines for a smooth running. Paints and varnish, a liquid that is painted on wood and other metals are called varnishes. So these are the major uses of petrol. Okay, now we are going to study about the conservation of coal and petroleum. How we can protect the limited resources like coal and petroleum. There are few ways are there by which we can reduce the depletion of this coal and petroleum, or we can conserve, we can protect these resources. First one, use public transport like buses and trains whenever possible. So whenever possible, we should use what? Public transportation like buses and trains. And we should also practice carpooling. What do you mean by carpooling? Whenever possible, we should practice to share our vehicles with others. Then switch off lights and other electrical devices when not in use to save electricity. So we have to switch off the electric appliances when there is no need, when there is no use. Then use alternate sources of energy such as hydro power and solar energy and wind energy. Then the fourth point, maintain and service vehicles regularly. So we have to service our vehicles time to time. It will improve the efficiency and reduce fuel consumption. So this is how we can save our resources like petrol and diesel. So these are the major four ways by which we can conserve resources like coal and petroleum. So in this class, in the third chapter, we have studied about the different types of rocks such as igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks and metamorphic rocks. After that, we have studied about minerals, and we have also studied about the conservation ways by which we can protect our limited resources on nature. So this is a note for you. Fifth question, differentiate metallic and non-metallic minerals. The answer, the minerals from which metals are obtained are called metallic minerals. For example, iron is extracted from hematite ore and aluminium is extracted from bauxite ore. The minerals that do not contain any metals are called non-metallic minerals. Some commonly used non-metallic minerals are coal and petroleum. Sixth question, how is petroleum formed? Petroleum is produced from the remains of aquatic animals that existed millions of years ago. After the death, the remains of these aquatic animals settled on the ocean floors and got covered with layers of sand and mud. Over a period of time, extreme heat and the pressure inside of the earth converted these remains into crude oil or petroleum. Then seventh question, conservation of natural resources are very essential in our life. Suggest any few ways to conserve these natural resources. The answer, use public transport like buses and trains whenever possible. Switch off light and other electrical devices when not in use to save electricity. Use alternate sources of energy such as hydropower, solar energy and wind energy. So these are the notes for you. So please please copy these notes into your notebook and study it. Along that, suggest you to read the textbook minimum 4 to 5 times. Then we'll be seeing next class. Thank you.